Hello everyone. So for today I thought we could work on making something like this. These were just bases idea type piece that came out of like my idea little bin. So I figured we could start working on them. So for right now we're going to take two pieces of old book page. One we're going to fold to create that first pocket, and then I'm going to grab my ruler here and start cutting it down, basically, so it's as straight as I can get it. Then we have spare pieces we could stamp on them, etc. To keep them, don't matter. Now I'm going to do the same to the other side. And I always recommend trying to make sure it is 4.5 inches, just because then you know it's going to fit good in your journal. And because we're going to be covering this, it isn't that big of a deal going off and cutting it to size necessarily. So there we go. We got a triple pocket easily made. Now what I'm going to do next is, because we're gluing different parts onto it, again, it don't really matter too much what we do here. I like the ripped edge look, so I'm gonna stick with it as much as I can. So that piece is going to go there. This piece is going to go right in here. Again, this is just an easy way to get it all to match up really easy. I don't really like how that part is looking, so I'm going to rip it off and voila. So there we go. And then this last piece is going to go on here, but I, again, may want to rip it down just because it's looking a little off on this side. So and I'm going to choose to have the decorated side up. And this is for a bird type journal, so I may bring out my bird themed stuff after I'm done distressing it all. So we're distressing around all of this to make it look a little bit, I think the distress ink gives it a little something. Now, if you don't have distress ink, you could always use your other inks too. I mean, honestly, when I first started, I started with distress ink, not thinking anything of it, but you can get stuff like, I have my Memento one, Irina, or it's a permanent ink, fade resistant dye ink is what it is, and acid free. It's very similar to distress, but you can use that. You can buy the archival collection ink that's waterproof or permanent, more permanent. So, I mean, you don't have to necessarily stick with that particular grouping. I'm looking for my one pack here. New. So, I'm right now looking for my owls and stuff. I swear it was here. And I'm not finding it. My bird ones. I know I used it just yesterday. I wonder if I put it in here. Yes, I did. Alright. So I have this, which is just some digital printouts of different types of birds and all that jazz. So I was just thinking putting a bird on there would be rather cute to go with this. So go with the theme, and then have a nice little label. Kind of like this better. This one definitely needs a little darkening. So I'm just quickly distressing on it. So there we go. Now we can get to gluing it together. Sorry if it seems like I'm not talking much. I'm not trying to be quiet. Just sometimes I am. Just a quick glue. So there we go. We got nice pockets going here. Now you could easily choose to punch them. I chose not to with this one. I thought it looks good just the way it is. Now, I like to try, again, making my tags as I go. So this is where that's what I'm doing. I got that one tag ready. Okay. And then this way, when I go to make these tags, which will probably be off camera just because that's how I am, my tags will be set and ready to go for my camera, or for the camera, or before putting together the journal, I mean. Okay, this is where this one might actually fit pretty well. No, it won't. It's not tall enough. I should have checked that right away. So, now I have my 3 tags that will go with this ready to go, and my sheet, the rest of it all ready to go. I just paper clip it together, and I do that off camera. I wanted to show you more on these bases than working on that in particular. So I can stick this in on my project cart and have it ready to go for future plans. Now I'm going to work on this, but I have to do this first. Or not. Sometimes when your ruler's moving on you and stuff like that, it's way easier to just cut it. I do not normally cut off camera. I could, but I like to show you the whole process for the most part if I can. As much of my process as it takes. That's what I try to do. It's not always something that happens, but if I can try, I will. Okay. I know it's strange. What am I doing here? You'll see in a minute. Because I have it pretty well aligned, only thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut this off. Before I ripped it, I decided I didn't want to rip it that time. That's okay. But this one I'm going to. Still a little bit off. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this bit on. Again, I'm having one of them off days. Like, everything seems off. I'm sure you all have had them days where it just, everything seems just off compared to normal. That's my day for you. I do not feel loud. I feel very timid and don't exactly know why, but I feel off today. It was like I woke up feeling a little off today. I'm either too early or too late with everything I've done today, and I'm not exactly sure why. Like, my timing's just off in general. My voice feels off, like, this happens. But, again, nothing feels to my liking at all. Yes, I'm using the one edge to keep everything aligned. So I'm popping them all in the same line. So there we go. Now it's time for the gluing. And this part I'm just gluing on both sides. And then I'm pushing down. And then this one I glue on 3 sides. I find making pockets like this uses a lot of my book page, which I do like that factor. So And it ain't perfectly aligned, but that's okay. Also, you could choose to sew around them like that. You don't have to necessarily glue them. You could easily sew them around and make one. There's one. Again, I've learned when I'm making ephemera, if I don't do it the way I'm doing it right now, what happens is I go off and forget all about making tags. Like, all about it. Which is not good. So, also, I've been recently watching Gail Augustinelli's Mixed Media Mondays, of course, and stuff like that. And I really wanted to try that paper one that she did, the mixed media paper, but I realized I normally throw these pieces away. So I've been kind of collecting them, the different pieces with the different texts and everything, as long as they don't have bad words on them. I've been kind of keeping them and holding on to them and that type of thing to try doing the thing with the alcohol inks, and because I have alcohol inks and I've been really just not using them. So, and I didn't really like using them on the gel plate. So I figured, well, maybe this would be a good way of me using them up. So that's my plan to do with that. Now let's decorate quick this lovely little page here. I'm just wondering if I have something cute that would go with it. I've been trying to find a place for this label. Let's stick it on there. Again, I love Shabby Dabby Doo Does little series of different things because, oh, when you get done making them journals, they look gorgeous and they're filled with ephemera because you have tons with her ephemera pack. So there we go. We got that done. Now I'm going to paper clip it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, I'll probably do the tags off camera next. But I just wanted to show you how I make these triple pockets. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Bye!